Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and I've got 10, count them, 10 resume tips. They're going to help you get more interviews, and there's a proviso in there. You have to obviously be qualified for the job, and the goal is to demonstrate that in your resume. So, again, 10 resume tips to get you more interviews. Resume tip number one, and this is a tactic that I tell people to use all the time. Create a master resume that has everything in it. It could be 10 pages long for all I care. But when you're actually submitting the resume, extract and emphasize relevant information for the specific targeted resume you're going to submit. No one cares about stuff that you did back in the stone ages of your career. They care about, can you do the job we have available, and everything else can go by the boards. Now, I'm not saying you should have a 10-line resume, but you want to emphasize the things that are relevant. Number two, when you're creating the targeted resume, make sure that what you tell the employer or the screener or the hiring manager fits their needs, and they can find it no later than one page down. The more you make them work to find it, the more likely it is they're going to hit the delete. Use reverse chronological resumes. That's my third piece of advice. There are exceptions, and I've covered that in other videos, but use a reverse chronological resume. Number four, in your contact information, include your name, of course, city, state, zip code, mobile number, and LinkedIn profile. And for some of you in certain industries where Twitter is the norm, also include your Twitter handle. Remember, with LinkedIn, you want people to be able to find you easily so they can confirm that what is in the resume is congruent with the LinkedIn profile. And again, that means you have to make the LinkedIn profile congruent with the resume here. Number five, the more experienced you are, the more you should have your resume, your education following your experience, except if you graduated from a pedigree university. I don't care where in the world you are. There are some schools that have tremendous recognition. The elite go there. The top of the field attended there. And those educational experience should lead, but most of you have attended average schools or worse, ordinary schools or worse, and thus you don't want that leading on the resume the more experienced you are. If you're relatively junior, you got to start with the degree, but the more experienced you are, the more you have to follow that edict. Emphasize recent work that you did and not work that you did in the antiquities. Make sure that you use the exact terms the employer has used in their ads or in conversations you had with them or your contacts or anyone else. And that's just designed to make it easy for them to see the fit. Number seven, avoid jargon. Like if you're in technology, I'm not telling you to not list your technology experience. Of course, but you may have worked on a system that has a unique name to it. Jolt. What does Jolt stand for? What does it do? No one's going to know Jolt, but they are going to know what it is that system did. So avoid the jargon. If you work temp or contract for a period of time, what you do is you aggregate the dates under the heading of consultant or temp work so that employers know it wasn't job hopping. Employers always have that concern, so just be aware of that. Number nine, spelling grammar check your resume. You're working in Word most of the time, right? There's a spell checker built in there. There's a grammar checker built in there. Use it. And before you approve something, just make sure that the change that they want to make to it is actually a correct change. Years ago, there used to be a technology called Novell, Novell, and on spell checker, the word novel, Novel, got through. So there are a lot of resumes that had experience with novel instead of Novell. you just want to make sure and not just automatically approve everything. The last point I'm going to make here is they know your references are available upon request. You don't have to include that. It's a space filler. It's garbage. You're better off including things that are more important. Hope you found this helpful. I'm Jeff Altman. Visit my website, thebiggamehunter.us. There's a lot there in the blog that can help you. In addition, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, you can schedule time for a free discovery call or schedule time for coaching. I'd love to help. I also have my courses there in a drop-down. I believe it's under services. So go there to look at courses that will help you with your career and with your search. By the way, they're very inexpensive. Lastly, connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Hope you have a terrific day and be great. Take care.